And we're joined by Memphis coach Mike Norvell. The Tigers are 3-0. They were in action at South Alabama this past Saturday. Memphis won the game 42-6. Tigers are idle this week. Their next game will be on Thursday, September 26th against Navy. Coach, thank you for joining us on the call today. Just get your thoughts on the win at South Alabama, please, and your plans for your open week as you get ready for the conference opener against Navy on the 26th.
I was really proud of our guys going on the road and getting a victory against a good South Alabama football team. I thought our guys prepared well. We maintained good focus. Had a little adversity the night before with the fire alarm in the hotel, which kind of added to that. But I thought our guys did a great job in all three phases of being able to control the game defensively. We were able to stop the run. We were very aggressive in our attack. Special teams were able to flip the field, had a couple nice returns, and then offensively, we wanted to be able to establish a running game, and we rushed for over 300 yards, which I was really pleased to see. But got to play a lot of different faces. We're continuing to grow up as a football team, trying to build our depth. But we know, coming into conference play, it's only going to get tougher. We start off with Navy, who's playing at an extremely high level. They've been dominant in both of their first two games, and so we know we have our hands full in every phase, and we've got to maximize every day of preparation.
We'll take questions now for Coach Mike Norvell. Please star 1 on your telephone keypad to join the queue. The operator will introduce you.
We have a question from Dan Tortora with WakeUpCallDT.com.
Good afternoon, Coach. How are you?
Doing well, Dan. How about yourself?
Doing well. Thanks for asking. Well, just obviously coming through this, where the team stands right now at 3-0, as you have a little break in the action until your game against Navy. Just what your takeaways have been through these first 3 games. Obviously, Ole Miss being a test that you had right off the jump, and then what you were able to do in these last couple of weeks, just what the first 3 weeks have shown you.
Well, I've seen our team, continue to grow and get better. We had a obviously open up with an SEC opponent. It was a great challenge for us. I thought our guys, even though we didn't necessarily play the cleanest game in all phases, we battled and we found a way to finish. We were able to really control the tempo of the game. We come back the next week, maybe didn't get off to the best start in the game, but our guys responded well. You came back and ended up having a dominant performance there in the second half, and then last week going on the road was probably closer to our most complete game in all 3 phases, but still a lot of mistakes and things we have to clean up. So we've improved each and every week, but there's still a lot of growth that we've got to see from our football team. The kids have definitely bought into what we're asking them to do from a schematic point and aspect, but we've got some really good football players, and we're excited about watching their future development.
And you've had success, like you said, obviously the Ole Miss game against the SEC this season. You've had success against, teams inside of the quote-unquote Power 5 since you've gotten there. Just what you can say about, what that does for you, having success obviously inside of the American, but also scheduling these games and pushing your team to have to play these other teams around the country that have reputable programs and then finding success against them as well.
Well, I think you need to perform well out of conference. It's great for our league. It showcases the strength of the league and the teams that are in it. But also, for our team, it's important when you get to play in those nationally showcase games, and whether it's within conference or out of conference. That's one of the things we take a great deal of pride in. Is you've got to show well when the country's watching. Every week is an important week, and you got to play to a certain standard. But if you want national recognition, as a conference, if you want national recognition as a football team, then you've got to show that you're deserving of it. And so, our guys have worked really hard throughout the process, and I think it speaks volumes of our conference when you do get to have those types of games to be successful in them.
Well, thank you, Coach, and good luck in the bye week.
Thank you, sir.
Next, we'll hear from Evan Barnes with the Memphis Commercial Appeal.
Coach, how much does you guys have done, faced Navy now, all 3 years you've been there. How much does familiarity help you guys with facing such a unique attack with Navy's triple option?
Well, I mean, you definitely take things that you've done or seen in the past, and you get a chance to evaluate that, what's worked, what's not worked. What makes them so good at what they do is that they know the adjustments, and obviously they've probably got a chance to see it all over the years, and so there's nothing that we're going to do that they haven't seen before. But on the flip side, the familiarity of the speed of how they operate, the physicality of how they play. Our kids have a great respect for this opponent because of not only what they do but who they are, and so we've got our work cut out for us. And each year has been a very competitive game, and we know it'll be the same here this year.
Thanks. And one follow-up question: is there any update on Pop Williams after he's been evaluated a little bit?
We'll probably get a little bit more of that information here at some point later today. We're still going through that evaluation.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
Next, we'll hear from Brian Moss with TigerSportsReport.com.
Hey, Coach, out of all the players on defense, J.J. Russell's having a great season leading the team in tackles. Can you evaluate his game so far this year?
I think JJ's really continue to grow. I mean, he's done a great job helping lead our defense. Been very active, from the inside backer position. He's been able to play both, Mike and Will throughout this year. He's playing fast, very physical. You can see the confidence that he has going into year 3 has been something that's grown each and every game. And so we've had big expectations for him coming into the season, and he's lived up to that here at the early point. But we want to see continued growth as we progress through this year. But really pleased with what I've seen from him so far.
And with the running backs, Taylor's been out, but Gainwell and Watkins have stepped in nicely. What do you like from their game, and going forward, what do you see from them going forward?
They made the most of their opportunities, and we knew that coming into the season that Kenny was going to be a great asset for us, and not only with what he could do in the backfield, but also there playing in the slot at receiver. And the thing that I've been probably most pleased to see that when his role in the backfield has been increased due to Patrick being out, he's really performed at a high level with that. And being able to get Kylan more work, Travion Samuel has also did some really nice things here this last week. Keeping those guys fresh, allowing them to play. In multiple looks and keep our versatility. It's been a true asset to what we're trying to accomplish offensively. And so those guys have spent a lot of time in their preparation, and we need them to continue to grow as we're moving here forward.
All right, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Do we have any final questions for Coach Mike Norvell, please? Star 1 on your telephone keypad if so. Coach, appreciate your time as always. We look forward to hearing from you once again next Monday.